subscribe. Tariq Radio. Like and subscribe.
All right, we early today. Oh, we early today, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah. We are early in the house today. What's going on with you guys, man? We here. What is happening with you, ladies and gentlemen? Y'all come on in the room. Everybody pile on in the room, ladies and gentlemen. We are early. Give me a retweet. Let everybody know that we are in here, ladies and gentlemen. Got some things to talk about. Let me do a quick shout out to the regulars. Party Goy, Adonis, Wani is in the building. MF Kush, um, Melanie, the lovely Melanie, the Black Receipt. I see y'all in here. Rhonda, I see you. Maroc. So, family, let's talk about some things right now. Diavion, what's up, brother? Yeah, give me a retweet. Let everybody know we're live because we are gonna get the calls in early. We're gonna get the calls in early. Now, family, right now, we got to get on Vivek. We got to talk about Vivek and Elon. Now, some of this stuff is unfolding, but yeah, the dominant society, they're a little mad at Vivek right now. Vivek Ramaswamy, the East Indian um, anti-black token. Well, Vivek Ramaswamy, he's a East Indian conservative. Where is his family from in India? What part of India is his family from? I forgot where they're from. But Vivek, he got in good with a lot of the white supremacists by spewing a lot of anti-black vitriol. That's how he got his weight up in the conservative party, which is what a lot of them do. That's how they gauge their success or their acceptance within some of those far or alt-right circles. They have to denigrate black society. So he was running around. He was trying to be the new age Dinesh D'Souza. They come over here and start talking about what about black on black crime? Black culture is this, and black people ain't that, and black people got low IQs, and the same old anti-black rhetoric that you hear from the white supremacists. So they allow themselves to be used as the brown face for white supremacy. See, their job is to give the white supremacists cover by having these brown-skinned non-FBAs spew all the dirt for them. That's their cover. Now, speaking of that, did y'all see there was a tweet or a video clip of Candace Owens? And she's another mascot for white supremacy. She's their brown face of anti-blackness. She spews anti-blackness so that she doesn't, well, the dominant society won't get attacked. But she said something very interesting. There's a clip circulating where she talks about how certain Caribbean artists, like she'll talk about a Sexy Red or something like that because she knows that Sexy Red comes from a foundation of Black American background. But Candace Owens admitted that Caribbean artists like Nicki Minaj and other Caribbean female artists, she really don't talk about them like that because she gives them like a Caribbean pass. This is what she said. Because Candace Owens identifies as Caribbean. That's where her family is from. She identifies. She said this we got this on social media. She's like, I'm Caribbean and proud. I'm like, ain't her family from like St. Thomas or something like that? So she admitted that she has Caribbean bias. She's not going to go in on her fellow Caribbean black people, quote unquote, like she will us over here, which is what we've been saying. We've been saying this. These people understand lineage and ethnicity and ethnic groups and which group of black folks to denigrate. They know. They've been on this, family. They've been on this. Now that we're saying, hey, we're going to start doing a little gatekeeping too based on lineage. Everybody wants to cry foul, but this is the game they've been playing. They've been playing this. And the Viveks, they've been playing it too. They've been looking out for their ethnic group. But Vivek, his whole thing was denigrating black society so he can get cozy with the alt-right. and they've accepted him, and now that the Republicans are in power and Elon Musk is really clicked in with the Trump administration, Vivek and Elon were tweeting some things and Elon was co-signing them. They're bringing in and talking about bringing in a lot of these East Indians. And you got to understand, there's a lot of East Indians getting elevated into certain positions. I think the head of the FBI is one of these East Indian guys, right? I think they just appointed him to the head of the FBI, if I'm not mistaken. So they're starting to appoint a lot of these East Indians in very prominent positions. And then Elon Musk put out a tweet that made a lot of people in the dominant society mad. And his tweet was, he said, the reason that top tech companies are um, often hiring foreign born first generation engineers over Native Americans, meaning basically whites, isn't because of an innate American IQ deficit, a lazy and wrong explanation. A key part of it comes down to the C word, culture. Tough questions demand tough answers. And if we're really serious about fixing the problem, we have to confront the truth. Our American culture has venerated mediocrity over excellence for way too long. That doesn't start in college, it starts young. A culture that celebrates the prom queen over the math Olympiad champ, over the jock, over the valedictorian, will not produce the best engineers. And he's talking about white culture, by the way. This is him giving an excuse as to why they're not elevating certain white people. This is him justifying why him and his East Indian buddies are getting put in these positions. So white people are feeling a certain way about it. He goes on to say, talking about this culture, yeah, a culture that venerates Corey from Boy Meets World, or Zach and Slater over Screech and Saved by the Bell, or Stefan over Steve Urkel in Family Matters will not produce the best engineers. Fact. I know multiple sets of immigrant parents in the 90s who actively limited how much their kids could watch those TV shows precisely because they promoted mediocrity. And their kids went on to become wildly successful STEM graduates. Most normal American parents look skeptically at those kind of parents. Most normal American kids view such as those kind of kids with scorn. All right, he's going in on white people a little bit here. If you grow up aspiring to normalcy is what you will achieve. Now, close your eyes and visualize which family you knew in the 90s who raised their kids according to one model versus the other. Be brutally honest. Normalcy doesn't cut it in a hyper competitive global market for technical talent. And if we pretend like it does, we'll have our asses handed to us by China. All right. So a lot of people in the dominant society feel a certain way about this. He done got where he needed to be, and he's flipping on them. My guy Mikhail is sending me some of the names of some of these East Indians that's being promoted and elevated to certain positions. Yeah, a lot of the people in the dominant society, they feel like they've been finessed. Does Trump feel a certain way? How does Trump feel about this? Because now the MAGA crowd, they don't like this. They don't like this. The MAGA crowd ain't really liking this. And is there some tension going on with 'cause I know Trump ain't gonna like this. His base is feeling a certain way about this immigrant saying all of this stuff, talking about basically American culture. He's talking about the white Americans, saying that basically they're just too damn lazy to compete. So yeah, they're gonna have to bring in those competitive East Indians. That's basically what he's saying. And now the dominant society, they want to cry foul. Now, when he was saying this stuff about black society, y'all were cockeying and kikiing. Y'all were cockeying and kikiing when Vivek was saying this about us. Now he's saying it about all of America to justify bringing his buddies and his family and his lineage and his ethnic group over here to get these high-tech jobs. and now people want to cry foul if they feel a certain way. That's interesting. I need the family to chime in. And do we have some people in the dominant white society? I would like to talk to you. Let us know what's on your mind. Are you going to not eat any more biryani chicken? Are you going to boycott curry? Or what are you going to do? Because looks like y'all got finessed. Oh, Vivek ran a little Punjabi Ponzi on you. Oh, Vivek got over. You dig? Y'all got hustled. They use your racism against you. Huh? It's very interesting. Let me get some of these callers in here. We got a lot of people. Y'all raise your hand if you want to get up. Let's get let me see, we'll get C Capone. Let's get Jeff. I think Jeff is a Caucasian American. Let's get Jeff in here. Because he has one of them white people dogs. Ain't that like a Labrador Retriever? What kind of dog is that?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, Jeff. How are you?
Yes, sir. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. What kind of dog is that on your picture, by the way?
My dog is a rescue, half lab, half pit bull dog. But the picture in my PFP isn't my actual dog. It's one I got from just the Indiana football thing. But I wanted to respond to the Vivek thing. Um,
Yes.
Real like white, as you would call them, white supremacists, they don't really like Vivek because Vivek has always said, like, we need more immigration. And of course, when he means immigration, he's always talking about India.
Yeah.
And he's been that way for a long time. No one's surprised by this, but this is the first time he's really kind of like told us what he really thought, I guess, because now the election's won, so they can kind of say what they really think. But nobody's
Uh,
surprised by this. And also, Elon has been talking about we need more immigration for the longest time too. He'll like do the thing where he'll kind of be, oh, we need to deport the illegals. Then he'll say, oh, we only need to deport the criminals, but we need to vastly increase the amount of legal immigration we get. Because if you look at who runs Twitter, if you've seen a picture of like Twitter employees, it's probably like 90% East Asians and South Asians. Um, it's really crazy. So he clearly wants to rapidly increase the amount of immigration we get, but he's been saying that for a long time. This doesn't really come as much of a surprise to people that have been paying attention.
so how do you think Trump feels about all of this? Because his base, they're not satisfied. They don't like what's going on with Vivek, the MAGA crowd. So what do you think Trump? How do you think he feels about all of this?
I think Trump is really in the middle. He is a people pleaser and he'll talk to people that, or he'll kind of agree with people who are talking to him right now. And he said mixed things during the campaign. During his first administration, he brought down legal immigration and he tried to pass a bill to cut in about half, and he lowered the amount of refugees we took in. But when he talked to a bunch of Indian entrepreneurs, this time he said he wants to increase the amount of legal immigration we get, even though that's not what he did the first time. But there's people in his administration like Stephen Miller and Tom Homan and others and Steve Bannon who are like very, very, very opposed to legal immigration, pretty much of all sorts. So that's a huge divide. And it's really Trump is kind of playing the middle. I think he'd be surprised at the amount of backlash that this Vivek and Elon thing has gotten over the last day or two. Um,
Yeah.
I think he secretly kind of sympathizes a little bit more with the anti-immigration crowd, but he has to kind of play to the Silicon Valley big money people because he got a lot of their donations this last time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Man. All right. Well, thank you so much for bringing some clarity to that, Jeff. I appreciate you. Let's get Jack in here. Jack.
Well, I think it's the opposite. So Trump actually made a statement on True Social today, talking about his opposition for the H-1B visa program. So I think, if anything, Trump has sort of played Silicon Valley. I think that he told them that they would have a lot more access and control than he actually intended on giving them. And so, he was able to finesse, what was it, $250 million out of Elon Musk. And I
Mm,
think that I'm hoping this will be kind of the breaking point for that relationship, because Elon Musk was like a Democrat until yesterday. He's definitely not on our side. And I think that this will give Trump the excuse that he needs to sort of distance himself from Elon, because Elon, he's kind of overstayed his welcome. It's crazy. Like, one of the guy who runs Neuralink, which is one of Elon's companies, he's actually been at Mar-a-Lago interviewing candidates for the State Department, which is insane because this guy has no experience in intelligence. Like, really should not be there. And So I'm hoping that's what it leads to. Trump's always been anti-immigration, so I don't know. I feel confident that he will honor his supporters and not give in to limitless amounts of H-1B visas, which by the way are not even like skilled. It's being used to like import Uber drivers.
Yeah,
It's not.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, yeah. That's correct. I agree.
Yeah, so we got to it's got to be America first. It's insane. And I think one thing that's sort of left from or out of the discussion is just, it's this idea of exponential growth. It's like what Jeff Bezos says in a lot of these sort of like centrist, left-leaning globalist types. They're like, oh, well, the debt in the United States, we're simply going to outgrow it by, turning our country into like basically a dumping ground for the third world. We're just going to bring so many people in here that it's going to, increase the size of the economy, and that's how we're going to get out of debt. But it has no regard for the cultural institutions here, the quality of life, the things that make this country a great place to live. We're sacrificing that, so that a small group of people within this country can profit. And, I think it's wrong and it's very short sighted thinking.
There you go. All right, man. I appreciate your call. Thank you so much. We have an East Indian gentleman here. This is Pop Breeze. He's a young East Indian man. Pop,
Yo, what's up?
what's going on, brother? How are you?
I'm doing good. Actually, I'm thinking about having my own space. Would you like to join with me in CT? But about this Vivek Ramaswamy thing,
Now,
let's say if you could get this guy to leave, I'd leave happily.
now, how do you feel about Vivek bringing over or them wanting to bring over more of your family members here?
Honestly, if you make that guy leave, and I'll leave happily. But I don't know about people in my community. I honestly don't know. They want to leave without a fight, because they have lots of money and resources here. Nobody would want to leave America after the wealth they get, right?
Right, but what he's talking about, they're talking about bringing some more of your relatives over here.
Good. I mean, America does need help with diversity and economics. Yeah, America does need big help with that.
So, have
It
you,
helps lower the prices and stuff.
as an East Indian, have you been helping the economy?
Oh yeah, I've been helping the economy. I shop at Indian businesses.
But that's helping your economy. But how's that helping our economy?
Um, I go to the grocery store, right? The grocery store imports things from Mexico, South Africa, vegetables. How it helps America? Well, they're tax-paying citizens. They pay the tax to the government. I pay the tax to the government too. That also helps America.
Okay, all right,
I
Pop.
mean, honestly, I don't want to leave America, but
I
if
know you
but
don't. I know you don't want to go back to Mumbai, and I'll support you. I'm going to 7-Eleven later on tonight, so I will support you and your community.
yeah, I'll see you.
Thank you. Let me get some more people in here. Okay, let's get what's your name? Modern Yemen.
How's it going, Tariq? Long time fan. Happy to finally be here.
Yes.
Um, so I'm not an American, as you can probably tell. But please don't don't prohibit me from speaking or giving my opinion. Um, and take it into account as you will. Basically, what has happened to us in the last 5 years, over the course of the last 5 years, is about to happen to America. I know Jeff well, who just spoke previously. I don't think Trump is incentivized at all to combat the H1B phenomenon. Actually, I think it's in his fabric as a sort of bullish free market, economically minded guy to push this forward. And and more to the point, I don't think he understands being a American of a certain age, he doesn't really understand the threat to the American social fabric that the whole H1B thing will cause. It's all very intellectual for him, and these things combined is why I think that the exact same thing that's happened to Britain is shortly about to happen to America.
Interesting. It's a very good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let's get brother Solon in the building. Let's get Solon in here. What's up, Solon?
Hey, peace, peace. How was your birthday, Sese?
Good, man. Chilling with the family as usual.
Yeah, same here. So I just want to make a statement real quick just about Indians. So the Gujarati tribe that's here in America, they practice good economics. But I'll give you like an example of like how they practice good economics. I mean, with all the East Indians, like P.D. Patel, I believe he graduated from USC. He co-founded State Bank of Texas in 1987. And then he used that bank to support a bunch of Indian small businesses. And then he used that to pretty much had a bunch of his people together to control over 50% of the hotel industry in the United States.
Oh, wow.
So,
That's
I mean that's just an example. So, I mean, you go to a bunch of hotels, you see a bunch of Indians. I mean,
yeah.
but
Thank you. Thank you for the call, brother. All right, let's get okay, we got a lot of people in here. All right, raise your hand if you're ready. Let's get let's get A Grace in the building. What's up, A Grace? A Grace, what's up, brother? A Grace, where you at? All right, let's get Dylan Sachs in the building. All right, Dylan, what's happening? Dylan, I'm good, man. How are you?
Man, cool and staying tether free.
Awesome.
Hey, whole time I think the Pajeets they celebrating a little too early. It was already talks of friction going on before he made this statement. I think he just acting out because Trump really got him and Elon by and I think once Trump get in office, they might already got their walking papers. You got to remember he had to play the game to get elected. You get what I'm saying? He needed every avenue to push against Kamami. So I think we in a good place, and we gonna see once the powers transfer January 20th.
Yeah, that's gonna be very interesting, man, because I don't see Trump really feeling what's going down with his base feeling marginalized like that. So that's gonna be very interesting. Let's get Do the Right Thing in the building. And then we're gonna get the Power Players magazine. All right. Do the right thing, hop in. Do the right thing.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
I'm on.
you, brother.
Perfect. Is my sound good?
Your sound is perfect. Go ahead.
Perfect. Listen, I want to share. Thanks for having me, Tariq. Listen, two things. I sent you an email back on October 10th. Check your email. I'm working on a project I think you'd be interested in. And I want to get your take on it. So I don't know how to reach you any other way. I want to make another point about the Indians. I'm here in New York City. I want to share this with the fam. I've been here 25 years. I want y'all to understand how they're fast tracking these Indians into tech jobs, making six figures. They're going from the slums of Mumbai to working for Google in like 2 to 3 years, maybe 4. There's a school here in Hoboken. It's called Stevenson's Institute of Technology. You can Google it. It's one of the top tech schools in the country. It's in Hoboken, which is 7 minutes under the Hudson River from Manhattan. There's a Google company right there, headquarters right there, 14th Street, 8th Avenue. They're literally plucking these Indians from Stevenson. They're coming over by the busloads. I used to live in Journal Square in Jersey City back when I first moved here. There was one Indian restaurant there in Journal Square back in the year 2000. The whole area right now is called Little India.
Yeah.
In 20 years. They've taken over Journal Square and all of Jersey City. When I tell you this happens, I'm seeing it play out. They're coming over speaking very little, well, not good English, it's a strong accent, but within 3 to 4 years, they're working at Google making six figures. They're literally leapfrogging over us.
Yeah.
And it's pissing me off.
Mm.
It's pissing me off.
Yeah.
This H-1B is a serious issue. We need to focus on these Indians, not the Mexicans, these Indians. I'm telling you, they're serious. They're coming over here making they're making money fast. They're buying up all the houses over here.
Oh yeah.
They're coming over here with money, down payments. I'm like, where are they getting this money from? How are they working at Google? They just got here 2 years ago. What the hell is going on here? Man, we got to get our act together here.
There you go.
I don't know.
Thank you for the call, brother. Let me get some more people in here. The Power Players magazine.
Hey, what's going on, Tariq, man? Much love to you and the family, bro, for the work you're doing. I'm gonna do three quick points, okay? So, when Biden met with the PM in India about a year ago, he was setting up things so the Democrat, hopefully they would be able to cheat so they can make a deal with India to kind of replace China.
Hmm.
Now when it comes to Vivek and the far right, Vivek, you got the vice president. His wife is brown, East Indian, and then you got Cash Patel, FBI pig, brown, East Indian. These are your Southern Indians, of course, your drama. So that's probably a little bit too much brown on the Indian side because they don't look bright, light skin enough.
Right.
Other topic is the last one I'm gonna drop is I work in healthcare development and tech when it comes to the healthcare tech side. I work with a lot of East Indians. A lot of them are developers. A lot of them, when it comes to meetings, this and that, they don't like to do documentation. They don't like to they don't like to do the side of talking in the meetings. It's hard to really understand them when the language barrier. So FBA, y'all need to get in on this tech field, man, and start getting in and asking where you at, what you doing, what part you in, and get more into it because we have clarity as far as being able to speak the language,
Yeah,
and that's pretty much I'm gonna land on that.
there it is, my man. I appreciate you. But yeah, man, old Vivek, he pulled a whammy bammy on the dominant society, boy. He got his foot in the door and just flipped on all of them. Like, yeah, it's about to be an Indian takeover. Oh yeah, we coming. We getting our lick back from what the white supremacists did to us over in our homeland. Oh, see, that's the thing about getting tokens. So you never know when your token is gonna flip. Oh my goodness. That's the delicate thing about dealing with your tokens. The tokens, oh, sometimes they'll flip. Yeah, buddy. And I love it. I love it. I love it because y'all get these people and y'all elevate them because they spew anti-blackness. And then when you deal with a snake, the danger of sicking a snake on somebody, that snake can turn around and bite your damn hand. That's why you don't really deal with snakes. Yeah. Vivek has always been a little weaselly ass snake. Y'all want to align yourself with these little old snakes because you think it can tarnish us. Everything is all about being weaponized against us, foundational Black Americans. But oh boy, just like with Asians, y'all try to make Asians the model minority, and now we got these weird drones flying all over the place, and many people believe that could be a part of what China is doing. Because we've already seen some of these little weird balloons floating around some of these military installations, and those were from China. And then we saw some of those Chinese nationals coming across the border in South America and Mexico, these military age Chinese men. What the hell are they doing in Mexico? You understand? So it's real out here. Let's get Black Native in the building. Black Native, hop on in. Black Native, hop in.
You got an early space going on, Tariq.
Yes, ma'am.
You. I'm on the East Coast. I'm normally up messing with you till 2 or 3 in the morning.
Yes. Yeah. What's up?
Stay there.
Yes. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, brother? Speaking about the East Indians, I worked in banking, right? And our IT department was totally dismantled. And guess what? This is the outsourcing. They've been messing with these Indians for quite some time.
Mm.
Now for IT, I still work, doing computers, but I work from home. Whenever something happens with my computer, I have to deal with someone from India. They're all in the IT
Yeah.
and tech,
Mm-hmm.
uh, different companies. But yeah, so we have to learn. We have to be up on that too.
Yes.
That's all I want to say. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, beloved. Yeah, y'all notice when we do these late night calls, all these East Indians be calling up. Yeah, they're trying to get a feel. They're trying to study us, and are they trying to study our language and our wording? Because y'all notice we've been complaining about that for a couple of months. We do a late night tap in here on the Twitter Spaces, and we get these weird calls from these East Indians, these guys over in India, just be randomly calling saying weird stuff like follow me and my cash app is Punjabi payments.com. I mean, they be like, why are y'all calling? Why are y'all watching our spaces like this? It's real interesting. Okay, Hendrix, what's going on?
Hello, brother. Thank you for bringing this topic to light. We really appreciate you. I just put a post up that just shows the nepotism of people from that part of the world, and I really appreciate you. Thank you.
There you go. All right, Hendrix, thank you. All right. All right. Let me get Kid Gravity in the building. Kid Gravity in the building. All right, what's up, Kid Gravity?
Hey, how are you?
Hey, Kid Gravity, how are you?
I'm good. It's funny because Vivek told everybody this a year ago, but because he was being anti-black, everybody missed it. Breitbart told him, they had an interview with him, and he said that he was for Pacific migration, which means it's his people plus all the Indians in Southeast Asia plus the Asian folks. So basically AAPI. But because he was so anti-black, they missed it. But now they get in, and now they're understanding what we've been telling them for the past 2-3 years, that he's going to want to push everybody American out and bring his own people in.
Mm-hmm.
And now here we are now. They found out during Christmas, and they've been arguing with him and Elon for the last 48 hours and having them try to explain it.
Hilarious. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. Boy, yep. I love when anti-blackness blows up in people's faces. Boy, I love it. I love it. I love it. Boy, they elevated Vivek. They elevated that little old musty weasel as an attack dog against us. And they found out that attack dog ain't loyal. Them hoes ain't loyal. Y'all learning the hard way. Them hoes ain't loyal. We tried to tell you. Chris Brown tried to tell you that. These hoes ain't loyal. He's a little musty hoe. He'll do anything for a come up. Them hoes are not loyal. Yeah? That's what you get for elevating your tokens. That's the price. That's the gamble you take when you elevate your tokens. You see, it's time for everybody to do the right thing. Right now, this is the age of truth. All right? Time of truth. Everybody has to just come to the table, standing on business, and clear it up out of here. If you own some bullshit, you getting up out of here. That's why the Fat Joe is getting packed up out of here. All of these other folks who's on the bullshit, you're getting packed up out of here. This is truth time. You dig? Anyway, I'm gonna go back on live later, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta handle some business right now, but yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. Hey, speaking of musty, go to rootworkstyle.com. Get the deodorant rootworkstyle.com, and also check out the film Microphone Check at microphonecheck.com. You can stream it live, or you can stream the movie on Amazon right now. Microphone Check, the best documentary on hip hop out right now. All right, I'm a holla. Peace.
We don't know the beginnings of rap, because as long as our music has been recording, people have been rapping.
The disco DJs separated themselves from us. We were the next generation coming up with this thing, and they was like, what's this little hippity hop thing?
The first time I heard somebody spit a 16 over a break beat was probably Melly Mel.
The Melly Mel sound that you hear today, I got that sound from Hollywood.
I was doing this same form of entertainment long before it had a name.
A lot of the gangs were fading out by the time hip-hop came in. A lot of those gangs turned into crews.
As far as influencing hip-hop, I saw no Puerto Rican or Jamaican influences whatsoever.
I started breakdancing in the 70s.
When rap and hip hop was all black, it was negative. Now that it became a big phenomenon and corporately acceptable, now there's this need to take foundational Black Americans out of the creation of it and give it away to other people. And it's important for us to set the record straight.